how to open up the chakras. Now, first and foremost, we have to understand that meditation is the foundation of aligning the chakras in order for them to become stimulated and of use to you. Now, that is one chakra 101. So I'm not really going to harp on that too much. You can listen to sound frequencies, meditations, you can meditate, crystals, all of that, blah, 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 blah. Everybody knows the basics. I'm finna go past that. What people have to understand is how to actually maintain the chakra balance. Because as a black person, your chakras is naturally pulsating. What I'm going to speak about is what don't nobody want to speak about. Actually, how to make them powerful or tone them down so that they're just right. This would be the equivalent to people who deal with music and make music. When you making a song, sometimes things are too loud, you got to turn them down. Sometimes it's too low, you got to turn it up. Same thing with your chakras. Now let's just throw a number up. Each chakra is a portal. It's a circle vortex. The chakras that come out of the front of you from your chest out spin clockwise. The chakras that go out of your spine spin counterclockwise. So these are actually like metaphysical rainbow tornadoes coming out of your chest, out of each 7 centers of the body. So now this is why you can put your hand in front of your face and close your eyes and you feel that energy. Now with that being said, you want to learn how to maintain them, and depending upon what size your chakras are will let you know if it's too open or too closed. Now let's make up a scenario. Let's say the average chakra size is a CD. But when it's too open, it's big as a pizza. When it's too small, when it's not open enough or barely closed, it's either closed all the way, or it's like, let's say small as like a peppermint. So we have to learn to balance the chakras. Now you can understand, once you understand which virtue is aligned with each chakra, you can tell if it's too open or not. For example, we're going to say the root chakra. If you're super lustful and you think about sex all day, 10 times out of 10, your root chakra is way too open. It's not that CD size. It's that piece size. So in order to close it, you have to actually practice that virtue in an opposite manner. If the root chakra has to do with sex, the more sex you have, the more you open it. If it's too open, then you're unbalanced. If you don't have sex enough and you don't open it, then you're still unbalanced. You have to have just enough interaction with that virtue, physically and on a righteous scale as well. So you have to physically act that chakra out and virtuously act that chakra out. So now getting back on point, if your chakra is too open and you're super lustful, then in order to close that chakra, you have to stop having sex. You have to start disciplining yourself. This is what discipline is for. The whole point of having discipline is to keep your chakras balanced. Period. Discipline keeps the chakras aligned. Remember that. That's the whole point of having discipline. So for another example, your heart chakra. If you are a cold-blooded serial killer who is chopping people up, apparently your heart chakra is not open. So how do you open it? You start dealing with the virtue that's associated with that energy. Love. You start loving. You start sharing. You start caring. You start interacting with things emotionally. This is why your heart chakra is the portal to your higher self. This is why the ancient feminine energy is so important, because just like when you being loving and compassionate, Negro bots make slick ass comments out their mouth like, yo, you acting like a female or you want some gay shit. No, you're not. You just in tune with your heart chakra, and this female energy, this yang energy is needed to commute into your higher self. This is why the black woman is God, because she's naturally on this frequency. But outside of that, getting back on point, your heart chakra, if it's closed, then in order to open it, you have to start living in it, and interacting on that plane. Now, some people love too damn much, and they naive, and they believe and trust everybody, and keep wondering why they keep getting their feelings hurt. That's because their heart chakra's too open. So how do they balance it? They do the opposite of that. They start not saying don't trust people, but start standing up for yourself. Start telling people no. Some of us do this every day. Motherfucker asks us for a favor. You got $1? Yup. You got $20? Yup. You got $50? Yup. And then you wonder why when you need a motherfucker, they're not here for you. Because your heart chakra is so open that people are feeding off that energy that you're giving out, but nobody's there to replenish you. And now you keep getting your energy absorbed and snatched from you, and then you keep feeling drained and upset and feeling like, why ain't nobody never here for me, but I look out for everybody. It's because your heart chakra's too open, and subconsciously people who need that energy or need you are feeding off of that. So how do you close that? Start telling motherfuckers no. You got $20 I can borrow? Nope. That don't mean you selfish. Then we don't care what they talking about. That don't mean you that. That mean you're balancing your heart chakra and you're learning how to love when you're supposed to, and love and be stern and sturdy when you're not supposed to. So in order to balance the chakras, you have to find the virtue associated with it and act it out. And this deals with even with homosexuality, because the second chakra is rooted in the gender, the opposite sex. So if you're a man and you like another man, you have a closed second chakra. And this goes according to nature, because in order to open that chakra, you will have to commute with the opposite sex energy. So this proves my point, just like in my video, homosexuality and the chakras, that homosexuality is a spiritual miscommunication of the body with itself, between the 13 and 14 vertebrae, which commute the yin and yang energies of the chakras. But getting back on point, your mind, the pineal gland. How do you activate that chakra? Start fucking using it. Start figuring things out for yourself. Start thinking for yourself. See, religion disables the sixth chakra. It disables the mind's eye, the eye of Horus, because it takes away logic and it gives you the answers already. So whenever you have a question, the answer that religion has installed in your head pops in your head and thinks for you. You don't even get a chance to critically analyze any situation or problem in life. So in order to activate these chakras, yes, you meditate. Yes, you do all that other stuff people talking about. But the main thing they don't tell you is you have to apply them. You have to actually pick that virtue and live it out. So right now, tell yourself, y'all, do I give people too much of myself and don't get shit back? If so, 9 times out of 10, you got your heart chakra is open. Are you attracted to the same sex? 9 times out of 10, your second chakra, which is your sacral chakra, is closed. Are you super lustful? Are you super angry? Are you super just rageful all the time, animalistic? 9 times out of 10, your first chakra is too open. You got a smart ass never know how to watch your mouth when it's time to be appropriate, and some people just can't stop talking and just talk all day. That's not a coincidence. Your fifth chakra, your throat chakra, is too open. It's too much energy flowing out all the time. So how do you change that? Practice being quiet. Practice every time you want to say something smart. Consciously assess it and then don't, and you will start to actually close that chakra, because that energy will not be spewing out at such a mass rate. So in order to activate the chakras, y'all, you have to apply them. Study the bit. You have hundreds of thousands of chakras. Each level of existence, which I broke down my 7 levels of existence, each of those bodies actually have chakra points which commute the energy through those dimensions into this physical body. So we're not going to get say, oh, we only have 7 chakras. We know we have more than 7 chakras. But the point I'm trying to make is the basic 7 within the body, which are connected to all the other micro chakras within the other ethereal bodies. These are this is like the central system of the chakra database. And in order to activate these chakras, you have to, in order to activate these chakras, let me get a good word. You have to play the role. You have to play these chakras out. You have to pick the virtue of that you are lacking. And in order to increase it, you have to act that virtue out. In order to decrease it, you have to do less of that act. So with that being said, family, understand that knowledge it's not just about meditating, humming, chanting, playing with crystals. None of that. It's actually about disciplining and doing certain things. You can't activate the heart chakra if you're not righteous. Just like I stated in my video, righteousness. And this is why black people can't access our higher selves, because we so stuck in the first chakra on a negative half of it, which sometimes is needed. But we don't never go to the positive half of it, let alone be righteous. If you be righteous, you automatically unlock the heart chakra. People don't understand the importance of virtues. This is why being virtuous is important, because you think things don't have an effect, but everything has an effect. Even what you say. If you tell somebody a lie, you think it doesn't matter, but guess what? It does. You just closed your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is activated and powerful, predicated upon truth and righteousness. This is why people who speak their mind is firm and affirmative in what they say, such as like myself. I have a powerful heart chakra. This is why I'm passionate, because my heart chakra is healthy. Now, if I was a lying motherfucker, I would be disrupting my chakra balance. I would be disrupting my spirit, because I would be closing my heart chakra every time I told a lie, because I would be commuting negative energy. The heart chakra is the key, is the gateway to the higher self. So when you do things like steal, or you be sneaky, or you do things like sneak thief, or you rape, or you be lustful or for motherfuckers that's molesters and pedophiles, you closing your chakras because the chakras are activated off of virtuous and righteous energy. Righteousness stimulates the spirit and stimulates the chakra canal, which are the 7 chakras in the mid center of the body. When you do sneaky shit or non-virtuous things, you close the chakras. And when you close your chakras, your chakras is what connects you to the higher self, to God. And if you close them off, you cut yourself off from the Creator, and this is how you become weak and wicked and susceptible to what they call the devil, which is just the lower realm, the lower level of existence. Because you're not your higher self. You cut yourself off from your higher self when you stop being righteous. Righteousness activates the chakras. The chakras connect you directly to the Creator, and you have a relationship with your omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient self. When you do unrighteous things or unvirtuous things, you cut yourselves off and you live in what we call the realm of the devil, which is negativity. All the negative lowest frequencies and vibrations. So the importance of virtue is not just about being goody two shoes. It's about activating the chakras. You see, the best, most talented people have virtue. Our Egyptian ancestors built pyramids, and guess what they had? Virtue. They practiced the 42 laws of Mayat. Buddhist monks don't feel no pain. Guess what they practice? Virtue. Guess what niggas on the hood practice? Niggas don't practice no virtue. Niggas is stealing your bundle. Niggas is 28 having sex with 15-year-olds. Niggas is acting crazy. Stepfathers is touching a little girl. There is no virtue, no order, and no discipline in the average black household today. And guess what we not doing? Nothing great. So virtue is directly connected to the opening of the chakras. Once the chakras open, they connect you to the Creator. With that being said, family, don't just meditate. Don't just do none of that. Actually start living this shit and applying this shit and understanding which each chakra characteristic is, and start increasing that or decreasing that activity depending upon your individual need. And you know what you need because you know what you're suffering from. And with that being said, peace.